Hello fellow heroes, it's me, Action Smacktion, the 2-in-1 hero made up of a guy in a chair who likes to make things, and the virus from the 70s who wants to make things. So here again with the monthly challenge generator. We finished last month with a challenge about Crash of Cars that I hope that you took the time to check out. If you haven't, I'll link the video somewhere. If not, I hope I don't forget. But anyway, I'm here for a new challenge, so let's go ahead and start. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll just use Action Smacktion. Because I am Action Smacktion, I should be using the Action Smacktion assets. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to preload the Action Smacktion assets, so we're going to need to give that a second to load. Don't worry, my processor still works and the program didn't actually break. Action Smacktion. Boom. Hitting me with what looks like lag, but don't worry, it's just loading. Don't worry, it's not a game. It's just a challenge generator. So it's only going to make us wait a few seconds. Right. Who's ready? I am. I hope I am anyway. Let's go. Generate!
Action Smacktion!
Ooh. Exciting. As the sun sets, there's action and Will Girono. Smacktion with Jessica Riddle. Oh, more Crash of Cars! For the monthly challenge with Milo. Wow, there's so many characters this time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 characters for a superhero picture book that takes place in the Autumn Realm. Starring Jessica Riddle, Crash of Cars, Will Girono, and Milo. Whoa! Almost a full house. The most characters that the challenge generator will ask you to put is 5. But today we have 4, which is 4 times more than the first challenge that I did. But that's fun because we get to talk about more characters. I get to have 4 characters to work with in creating chemistry with each other. Oh, let's go to the digest to help me think. Let's see here. So you hit the digest button and you could see the prompt more clearly in case you couldn't see it very well on the desk. That's just for show, but this is for serious. The prompt, once again, is a superhero picture book that takes place in the Autumn Realm. Realm? I like saying realm. But yeah, Jessica Riddle, aka Bombastica. Bombastica. Originally designed by Nezmina. Let's see. I haven't actually gotten around to writing that much about this character, although I'm pretty sure I have some notes on her. Because this character originated from the game that I made back in 2020 during the quarantine, where my plan was to get a large mass of characters and put them in an arena to fight in an RPG Maker style game, which I named Action Smacktion Breaking Brouhaha, available on itch.io. Easy to find if you just search for Action Smacktion. Very similar to my Action Smacktion challenge generator. Is the very same brand. But yeah, I really like this character design. I have a couple character designs from this designer, Nezmina. The other one, I have designated the owner of a diner, but Bombastica. She is a member of the Swanee Bomb Brigade, which is a superhero team in Condor, which I wrote about a little bit in the past challenge. Again, check it out because I really like. I pretty much like how the previous challenge turned out. And the more I'm talking about these characters right now, the more excited I am about writing this superhero picture book. But yeah, Bombastica in the Swanee Bomb Brigade. She is kind of their tech wizard. but she focuses largely on developing technology about explosives and bombs, and that's what makes her Bombastic Jessica, or Bombastica, or something like that. That's sort of the rationale for her name. And Jessica Riddle. I thought it sounded catchy, so I made her Jessica Riddle. Well, anyway, I love her design. So much bomb. Yeah, she has this adorable midriff. The midriff killed me. The thing that makes it difficult is that it is so asymmetrical with some of it. Like, if I were to like mirror this image, this 3 would just be not a 3 anymore. And if you're lazy like me, that's hard, because that means that you have to go back and you have to redraw all the asymmetrical parts for other angles of her. And I'm a kind of guy that likes to copy and paste things where I can. I have a small pattern, I can copy and paste that everywhere I want. You know what I mean? Oh my god, piece of code. Man, I could copy and paste that code wherever I need it. I will reuse scripts for decades, if I can. Well, anyway, next. What did I put here? Oh, the adorable Crasher Cars, who actually got development in the last challenge. But yeah, the Mock Crasher, she now has a small relationship with Pandora HQ in that she did some stuff with them in the last challenge. Some stuff that made her question some of her morals, I think. That was kind of the idea of it. She may or may not have been recognized as Crasher Cars, or at least as a spy, by the members of Pandora that she met up with. Wanted to leave that kind of up to the imagination. But I also think that just kind of having her in the tights and being unrecognizable to the team is also kind of like some visual humor. Well, anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it because I still want you to check out the project this week, or last month rather, and just kind of take what you want from it. It's definitely me growing the beard because I have never drawn a picture book. I've mentioned that before. So learning about the medium with that one was pretty fun. Having to do the research for it. Oh yeah, also this story does take place in the Autumn realm. So as the name implies, there is an Autumn realm, which is a realm just kind of like a dimension, or I like to think of it more like a pocket dimension that is always autumn all time. And since there is an autumn one, there's also one for each season. There's the autumn, winter, spring, the summer. And in the lore of it, they are also kind of the source of like seasonal spirits. So like if you so like during winter, your sense of holiday spirit and cheer kind of is maintained by the actions happening in the winter realm. I have more notes on it, really. I have to pull those up. I'll pull those up in a little bit, but let's go look at the characters a little bit more here. Ooh, Will Girono, also known as Zeronosuke, because he is also from the Action Smacktion Breaking Brouhaha RPG game. He did make it into the build that I made for that game that is available. But you don't actually see him until you progress through the story a bit and get kind of close to the ending of the chapter. Because the playable build right now, it's pretty brief. But yeah, Zeronosuke, he has a sword called the Post Meridium, which is kind of trying to be indicative of his time-related powers. I did not put an image. Maybe I could find the image later, and I'll put it in post. Post Meridium. But yeah, he has the special sword, the Post Meridium. That allows him to travel through time by slashing through it. But he kind of on principle does not usually travel through time because he got the sword from Father Time self in this in the Smacktion universe. It is kind of his job to obtain the structure of the multiversal timelines. So he's almost like a time cop, but it's not for justice, just according to Father Time's will. And so yeah, pretty interesting character. He seems like a pretty chill guy. Was kind of just chilling in the game, just to kind of be in the way of the main character of Breaking Brouhaha in a sort of Bruce Lee style game of death scenario. So I don't actually go that much into detail about him, but I do recall writing that his strength and the potency of his powers are kind of dependent on people's memories of him, like the quantity of them. So like the more memories that people have of him, more powers that he has, because it's like his presence in the canonical timeline that he's in. So the more memories that we have of him, the more powerful he can be. But as it's kind of what Will is like. Seems like a pretty mild-mannered dude otherwise. I really like his glasses. And the original character designer, Iskandar? Actually, I think that's an L, so it might be like L Skander or Liskandar. I was never sure. I was never able to ask. So like when I was making the project for Breaking Brouhaha, yeah, I sure did make an easy to say title. Yeah, in concept, I just wanted to be able to throw a lot of characters with a lot of different concepts. It makes it look like people from different worlds just kind of being in one large, like, fighting competition. But the only way for me to achieve something like that is to reach out to, well, just to have a lot of character designers. So I can't just have every character designed by me. And I was talking to my friend, I was like, at first I was trying to just have people, like to commission people to get characters. And my friend was all like, wow, that's really expensive. You could just adopt. And I was all like, adopt? I've never heard of adopting character before. And he just kind of introduced me. And one of the first character designers that I got designs from was this one here, Liskander, Iskandar. And they were trying to get rid of a lot of designs, and I was all like, I need a lot of designs, so I'll take. And take I did, and that's how I got Will Girono. I know now as Zeronosuke. Next up, oh, Milo, the Dino Bro. Yeah. Another character designer that I got another pretty large lot of character designs from, Isabel Phoenix. Um, she really likes making these sort of like a little bit modern, a little bit ornate, sort of character designs. Lots of Lolita fashions, which I love. I really like the gothic Lolita, the pastels. Oh, because I am such a huge fan of Rosen Maiden. Still, even after like years and years of being an anime fan, Rosen Maiden, which I watched back in like middle school, still one middle school, maybe even late elementary school, still one of my absolute favorites. I do adore me some Peach Pit. I do love me the Rosen Maiden. I love Mei Lee, still standing as one of my favorite actresses, because she played Shinku, and I love Shinku. I have as many figurines of Shinku as I can. I have the first version of her Nendoroid. I picked up her pop-up parade. Oh, if only I had space to put them. Well, no, I have the Nendoroid. She's like staring at a statue I have of Ling Xiaoyu. Anyway, that's tangential. That has nothing to do with Milo. That has nothing to do with Dino Bro. Again, he is from Breaking Brew. Haha. You're gonna see a lot of characters from Breaking Brew. Haha. Because I really did get a lot of characters for that game, and only maybe half of them actually made it into the playable build. Hopefully one day I'll have time to continue making that, but Dino Bro, Milo. He's he is actually one of the male characters. I actually don't have too many male characters going on in my characters list, but he is one of the few, the proud, the dudes, the bros. He's very green, and can you guess what Dino Bro's favorite thing is? Of course, it's dinosaur. He has dinosaur-related powers. It's kind of like a Green Lantern thing, but dinosaur, 100% dinosaurs. That's the way I like to think about it. So he's able to make like dinosaur constructs and slap people with dinosaur. And he's supposed to be pretty young. I think conceptually, I have some documentation of him being, at least in the times of Breaking Brew, haha. He's probably around 13 or so, maybe 12. Not super old. But yeah, I would like to, I should say that I do have like a sort of modern day era of things that some stories will take place in, but mostly the stories will take place like years before what I consider the modern era. And if you end up playing Breaking Brew, haha, that does take place a few years before the modern day. So, yeah. And if we could backpedal back to Crash of Cars and doing the last project for last month, I like to think that that story actually took place like 10 years before the modern day. So Crasha over there is pretty young. I think she was like 18. When Breaking Brew, haha. Milo. A little bit of a trickster, a little bit juvenile because he is kind of a kid, like a preteen to early teens kid. He does have a partner, someone that he looks up to, someone that he refers to as Aniki, his older brother, although they're not actually related. And they did just kind of meet in the process of signing up for the Legends Live tournament in Breaking Brew, haha. Someone who is also sort of lizardy based, I guess, in terms of his abilities and powers. although they're not projections of Dinosaur. But we could talk more about him if he ever pops up in the generator. But yeah, Milo, he's a good kid. He's not super traditionally heroic. He cares about Dinosaur. He does things related to Dinosaur. He's happy about Dinosaur. And he probably joined Legends Live and Barking Brouhaha because Dinosaur. So I can't wait to see what I decide to do with him as a superhero with the other guys here. But yeah, the Autumn Realm. Like I said before, it is a sort of a source of seasonal cheer. And autumn, I do like the autumn. I was born in the autumn, born in November. I like the weather, I like the colors, I like the leaves. So that must mean in my universe, the source of power, the source of seasonal power, and the person who governs it is kind of like a goddess-like being, and also a character in the universe. Is Autumn Butter. She has a real name. I did not give one to her yet, but she is otherwise known as Autumn Butter because that is what she is named in Action Smacktion, Wrecking Brouhaha. And because of her design, and she has kind of like a witch aesthetic, I kind of think of her as a sort of like a Toho character. And I kind of imagine the Autumn Realm might kind of be like a sort of Gensokyo. Has a lot of sort of spiritual yokai creatures. Has some magic. In fact, the Autumn Realm probably has a larger concentration of these things than the other ones because that is also Halloween time. That's when we celebrate Halloween during autumn. So if you feel excited for Halloween, you have the Autumn Realm to thank for bringing you the cheer for Halloween and Thanksgiving, whatever else. My birthday, I guess. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to think a lot about what to do with connecting superheroes in the Autumn Realm. Having Jessica Riddle, who is a member of Condor HQ, the sort of conglomerate of superheroes, or maybe just like the centralized superhero hub of superheroes, Condor. And Crasher Cars, who has chilled with Condor previously, Will Girono, who does time hero things, and Milo, who's mostly just a kid but with dinosaur. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that, but it's the collaboration of these characters. It's what they can do as heroes that's gonna make this story kind of interesting, and I can't wait to try to come up with the chemistry. I do love writing character chemistry, and I hope you guys will enjoy seeing it. Well, anyway, if you are excited to see what I can come up with, or if you are so excited about the idea of the challenge generator, do subscribe to the channel, like the videos so YouTube knows that this is content that people are interested in. And comment because I want to be able to talk to you guys in some way. Because I want creators to talk. So that's right. Like, comment, subscribe to Action Smacktion. Thanks, guys. Until next time.